Hi all! Today I am building a 72-hour survival kit, or it is sometimes also called a grab and go bag. This kit is designed to contain supplies that is needed to survive for a 3-day period, and I'm going to show you all how you can build an affordable 72-hour survival kit on a shoestring budget. Disasters or emergencies can happen anywhere at any time, and they say that after a natural disaster, the estimated time it would take for relief services to reach you is 72 hours. Therefore, you will need to be prepared to be self-sufficient for at least 3 days. This emergency kit can also be very useful to you should you ever become stranded in your vehicle for whatever reason. If you are on a tight budget, you can slowly build up your supplies over time as finances permit. You don't necessarily have to buy everything all at once. To survive, all that you really need is food, water, and shelter. Everything else in the kit is just for comfort. And this is actually just one of 3 kits that I plan on building this year. I also plan on putting together an emergency kit for my home and one for my car. This kit that I am building today is a portable emergency kit in the case of an evacuation or perhaps I get stranded in my vehicle. I would be stashing my emergency kit or grab and go bag in the trunk of my car, as I am pretty much never too far away from it. Alright guys, let's go build our 72-hour survival kit. The first thing we'll need is a backpack to store all of our survival gear. Keeping the contents in a backpack makes it mobile and will also allow us to quickly grab it and go at a moment's notice. And because we're doing this on a budget, I'm going to hit up my local thrift store to see if I can find a backpack there. Found one, and it was only $8. It appears to be brand new too. I don't even think anyone has ever used it. Looks like a decent backpack to me. Now we can work on gathering the essentials for our survival kit. First, you should take a look around your house as you probably already have some of the supplies needed. Here are some things that I was able to find around my home. Now let's head on over to the 99 cents only store and see what other supplies we can add to our emergency bag. How about we start by building a customized first aid kit? We're going to need some bandages, and whenever you shop at the 99 cents only store, guys, always try to buy brand name items versus those unknown brands. That way, you know you can trust the quality of the products. Like, for example, these bandages, I would recommend buying Johnson & Johnson rather than some unfamiliar brand, as sometimes the unknown brands just do not stick very well to the skin, and they can easily peel right off. So, if you find any products sold at the 99 cents only store to not be of good quality, just simply do not buy it. Okay, we are going to need a few more items for our first aid kit. I'm not going to go through and explain the purpose of every single item on here, as most of it is pretty much self-explanatory. And don't forget to pack some medications. Alright, so if you are a woman, you may also want to add some feminine products to your emergency bag. And whether you're a man or a woman, it is important to maintain good hygiene, even during disasters, to reduce the risk of infections and diseases. Okie dokie, let's go grab some food, because we're going to need to feed our bellies. Since this isn't a long-term survival bag, you can always add in some comfort food, as it will help ease stressful situations. Next, let's go take a look at their tools and household section and see what else we can find that would be useful for our survival. Okay, now they do sell tarps here, but they are very thin and lightweight, so I don't recommend getting your tarp at the 99 cents only store. In a survival situation, having shelter is pretty important, as it will protect you from the elements. I just don't feel like this one's very reliable, as rain just might seep through it. Although it does say that it is waterproof, I don't trust it. So I'm going to go to Walmart later and pick up a tarp there that is thicker and heavier. Remember, if you are not satisfied with the quality of any of the items at the 99 cents only store, you have the option of not buying it. You can spend a little bit more money elsewhere and get something of better quality. Having light is also very important and is a necessity during an emergency or disaster. You will need to be able to navigate around at night. Light will also provide safety and comfort. I believe you can never have too many sources for light, because if your primary flashlight should become damaged or lost, then at least you have your backups. Remember though to test all of the products that you buy at the 99 cents only store to ensure that it works well and to your satisfaction. Besides the tarp, another item that I do not recommend buying here are the large size flashlights, especially if it's going to be your primary source of light, as they usually are not sturdy or bright enough. If you drop it once, it may not work after that. So I would definitely suggest buying a better quality flashlight elsewhere. Another item that I don't recommend you get are the batteries. I have tried a few in the past and I find that for some reason they don't always work with just anything. They sometimes will only work with certain things, which is kind of weird. Also, they don't seem to last as long as other batteries such as Duracell or Energizers. Batteries are definitely important, so that's something that you may want to spend a little bit more money on. In a survival situation, you will also need to have the tools to build a fire. You can use fire to purify water, cook food, signal for rescue, and of course, it can also provide some warmth. In order to build a fire, you will need a fire starter. I found out on YouTube that cotton balls rubbed with petroleum jelly makes a great fire starter, guys. It's cheap, lightweight, and effective. One more item that I do not recommend buying at the 99 cents only store are the lighters, as they don't always work and sometimes can break apart easily. Be sure to buy those elsewhere. Let's pick up a few more things before we head off to the Dollar Tree. If you wear glasses, then you know the struggles of trying to walk in the rain with your glasses on. They get all covered in raindrops and it makes it very difficult to see. So for those of you that wear glasses, be sure to add an umbrella to your emergency kit. Umbrellas are also another item that you should test out at the 99 cents only store before you purchase it, because they are usually cheaply made. The material can be quite thin and I don't think it would last after 1 or 2 uses. I did however find a decent umbrella out of the bunch, and it was the silver one that you see in this photo. I definitely don't recommend buying any of the other ones. The next item I'm going to pick up is a plush throw blanket. I'm also going to purchase a space blanket later at Walmart, but to me, the space blanket alone is just not enough. If I am stranded in my car, I would need a nice fuzzy blanket to keep me warm at night. Most people are not going to add this item to their survival pack, as they believe the space blanket is suffice. But remember, you can customize the survival kit to suit your needs, so not every 2 survival kit is going to be the same. I'm also going to grab a pair of regular socks and a pair of fuzzy socks to keep my toesies warm. A bandana would also come in handy in a survival kit, as there are many uses for it. You can use it to cover your head or face. You can use it as a tourniquet to stop any bleeding. You can use it as a rag or washcloth, and you can also use it as a strainer to pre-filter your water, etc., etc. I think this is a pretty cool and useful item. It's one of those scarves that you can wear like 10 different ways. You can use it as a head covering, or if you get cold, you can wrap it around your shoulders, or perhaps if you are in need of a belt to keep your pants up, you can tie it around your waist. The possibilities are just endless with this scarf. The price tag on this item is $2.99, but that's not the actual price. It is only 99 cents at the 99 cents only store. Every dollar or two that you save at the store can really add up, guys. I'm also going to add a Chinese folding fan to my emergency kit. This is another item that you won't normally see people pack in their emergency bag. But years ago, my ex-boyfriend and I were driving home from Vegas, and our car had overheated in the middle of the desert. It was so hot, guys. It was 115 degrees that day, and we had to wait at least an hour for our car to cool down a bit before we could continue our trip home. While waiting, we definitely could have used a fan of some sorts. So yeah, lesson learned, I'm going to add a Chinese fan to my emergency kit. And lastly, we'll need some Ziploc storage bags. These bags are great for keeping things dry and organized. Well, that's it for the 99 cents only store, guys. Let's head on over to the Dollar Tree and see what else we can possibly find for our survival kit. I found a handy chamois. It's supposed to be super absorbent, so you can use this to collect rain or morning dew. You can also use this as a towel to dry yourself up with if needed. Although I had already purchased a bag of hard candies at the 99 cents only store, I'm going to get another bag of hard candies here because I like to have a variety of it in my emergency bag. The reason I'm adding the candies to my kit is because I find that it helps to suppress my hunger sometimes, and it also helps to keep my mouth moist. Plus, it makes me feel happy whenever I eat one, so it's definitely going to be comforting during an emergency. Make sure to grab a lip balm, guys, to prevent your lips from becoming dry and chapped. Hi, my name is Emily, and I am addicted to lip balm. I am constantly applying lip balm throughout the day, and I always carry it with me everywhere. I have one in my car, one in my purse, one at my desk, and one in my medicine cabinet. I just can't live without it because my lips are so freaking dry. Be sure to pack some sunscreen too. I know I definitely need it because I burn so easily. One day in the sun and the next day I look like a lobster. These travel bottles can be filled with your favorite toiletries from home. I'm going to fill one of these up with my favorite lotion. Unfortunately, I have psoriasis, so I need all sorts of creams, lotions, and medications to deal with my skin issues. Therefore, I'm going to use the 7-day pill reminder container to store all the stuff that I'm going to need to take care of my skin. Women already typically have to carry a bit more products than men in the hygiene department to take care of themselves. But then if you have some sort of medical issue, you're going to have to carry even more stuff than the typical person. I had placed some baby powder in the very bottom container, and I would suggest that every woman pack some baby powder in their emergency bag, because if you should get a yeast infection or just become really itchy down south there, the baby powder will certainly help with that. If you're going to be using a container such as this one to store the baby powder, just be sure to screw the containers together tightly so that you don't have baby powder flying all over the place. You may also want to add a small notebook and a pen to your emergency bag, in case you need to leave a note for someone, or perhaps you just need to jot down some reminders. You should also include in the notebook a list of emergency contact phone numbers. Alright, I'm just going to grab a few more things and then we'll head on over to Walmart to purchase the rest of our survival gear. Hello, Walmart, my good old trusty friend. For a makeshift shelter, let's grab a tarp and a few tent stakes. I figure that with the tent stakes, I won't have to go find myself some rocks to anchor the corners of the tarp, and the stakes would just make life a little bit easier. They hardly weigh anything, so I'm going to add them to the kit. A 550 paracord will also be useful to build the shelter. Every kit should have a multi-tool, and this is the one that I have chosen to buy. Emergency blankets and hand warmers are also a must for any survival kit. They will help keep you warm until rescuers arrive. Lighters are the easiest way to create fire, and I prefer to pack one that is windproof. Because a few years back, I once tried to light some fireworks on the 4th of July, and I remember how difficult it was to do in the wind. You should always have a backup for your lighter though, in case it should fail, so also be sure to pack a fire steel or extra matches. A camping stove and a stainless steel cup will not just allow you to cook food, but also boil water to purify it for drinking, which will increase your chances of survival. Gotta add more food to my survival kit, because I don't want to go hungry. My favorite survival food has got to be beef jerky. They are yummy and filling. When it comes to choosing foods for your survival pack, you should choose foods that are ready to eat, non-perishable, and lightweight. Foods that come in these aluminum pouches are great because they are lightweight and easy to open. If you choose to buy canned foods for your survival kit, then you ought to buy the kinds of canned foods with the pull tabs so that you will not have to carry an additional can opener with you. During an emergency, water may be scarce. It is also best to choose foods that are not dependent on water to prepare. I'm going to add a pouch of the Mountain House scrambled eggs though, because I figure since I have the portable stove, I can cook me up some eggs and I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of water for that. And lastly, I'm going to grab a mini Sawyer water filter. A water filter is one of the most important items you can have in your survival kit. Experts say that you can only live 3 minutes without air, 3 days without water, and 3 weeks without food. Alright guys, well we've got everything that we need for our survival kit. Let's head on home. This here is my 72-hour survival kit. I have it all packed and ready to go. I have decided on the addition of the fanny pack to make some of the supplies more easily accessible. Okie dokie, let me show you the contents of my backpack and then I'll show you what I have in the fanny pack. In the bottom pocket, I have an emergency blanket, a rain poncho, and 2 hand warmers. In the top pocket, I have 3 tent stakes. There's supposed to be 4, but I somehow lost one on the way home from the store, so I have to go back to Walmart to get one more. In the Ziploc bag, I have a couple boxes of matches, a fire starter, that's the cotton balls rubbed in petroleum jelly, some tea light candles, and a backup lighter. This side pocket here, I have 2 paracord bracelets hanging from it, and inside the pocket is a mini Sawyer water filter. In the mesh pocket, I have a water bottle. And in this pocket here, I have a mini flashlight. Alright, now let me show you what I have inside the backpack. This Ziploc bag here contains the first aid kit, which also includes some prescription and over-the-counter medications. There is also a pack of disposable gloves and a pair of N95 face masks. The N95 face mask is an upgrade to the basic desk mask. You can purchase the N95 face mask on Amazon and eBay. Next, I have here a portable stove. In this bag, I have some zip ties in various sizes, a headlamp and a hand crank flashlight, a handy chamois, a pair of work gloves, a small notebook and a pen, a few extra Ziploc bags, duct tape, a few extra carabiner clips, a large trash bag, and also some small trash bags for waste disposal. There is a 550 paracord in this bag as well. Next, I have an extra set of clothes, 2 pair of socks, a bandana, and a scarf. And in this bag, I have a bottle of my favorite lotion, some disposable mini toothbrushes, a manicure set, and a few hair ties. At the top of the backpack are 2 water bottles. Then I've got a bag of food, which includes some snacks, 2 plastic spoons, some salt, black pepper, and Tabasco for my scrambled eggs. This bag here has a roll of toilet paper, some feminine products, a small package of Kleenex in case I need to blow my nose or just wipe my eyes. There's also a package of bath wipes and a package of wet wipes. To the side of the backpack, I have an umbrella and a Chinese fan. At the very bottom of the backpack, I have a plush throw blanket. And in the bottom corner of the backpack, I have a stainless steel cup and a can of chafing fuel. Here is the tarp, and behind it is a reflective safety band, and behind that is a drop cloth. Well, that's it for the backpack, guys. Now let me show you what I have in the fanny pack. In this first pocket, I have a lip balm, an emergency blanket, a windproof lighter, and in the Star Wars tin, I have some cotton swabs, and some cash. In this next pocket, I have a pepper spray, some cotton balls rubbed in petroleum jelly, a multi-function tool, and a flashlight. And in this last pocket is a small package of tissues, a package of antibacterial wet wipes, 2 hand warmers, and some skincare products. Hanging on the side of the fanny pack is a paracord bracelet. There are still 2 more items that I would like to add to my survival kit, and that is an emergency radio and a full tang knife. Unfortunately, I'm a little short on cash right now, so I will have to get those items at a later time. Once I had those items, I may have to take out a few things out of my backpack to make some room for it. Also, my backpack at this time weighs 19 pounds, so I don't think I can carry a backpack heavier than that, which would be another reason that I would need to downsize. If you take the water bottles and the bag of food out of the backpack, it would bring the weight of the backpack down to just about 14 pounds. I'm going to have to eat and drink every day, so my backpack will weigh less as the days go by. You should make sure that you can comfortably carry your backpack for long periods of time, and you should practice carrying it fully packed. If it ends up being too heavy for you, then you need to remove some of the items from your kit. It is also important that you supply your kits with items specific to your environment, needs, and skill level. I just wanted to show you guys in this video that even if you are on a budget, you can still prepare for emergencies. If a natural disaster should ever occur, or should you ever become stranded in your vehicle, having a kit like this may just one day save your life. It is so important, guys, to be prepared for the unexpected, and I would like to encourage everyone watching this video to put together an emergency kit. Thank you all so very much for watching my videos. Have a great day, everyone, and until my next video, I'll see you later, alligator. Bye!